Okay, so the next name on my list, which this is a very touchy subject for me, I'm still a little bit salty because this name was stolen from me.
No!
Today, we are going over baby names we love, but we are not using.
Not using. You guys can use them.
I feel like the reason I wanted to do this video is because I get asked this like on a weekly basis, and I think it's just time. We're not pregnant, so we're not like looking for baby names, but we'll go and give you the ones that we're not gonna use, that we really still do like.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, I think. But I know a lot of Macy's I don't like. That's why they're not.
But then he doesn't have any that he really truly likes, but he just wants to be a hater.
No, that's not
Facts.
true. I'm excited though. I want to hear any secret names you have up your sleeve. If you don't know already, we have 2 embryos in the freezer right now through IVF. So if you want to help us get some good names that we can both agree on, leave them in the comments below and make sure you like and subscribe.
Okay, I got a couple pieces of paper. I'm gonna each have us write down a list of baby names we like, but we're not gonna use. I want this pen.
Okay.
No, I want this one. You take the orange one.
All right.
And then we're gonna reconvene after we read the list. The list is done. I have 12 names, and I think Jacob only has like 5.
I have 4 names.
I'm just gonna start with number 1, and that is Honey. I love the name Honey for a girl. Jacob said no. He said, no honey, that's weird.
No, honey.
And I think it's cute. So you know what? We just got a dog, and I said, well, I think the name should be Honey, because she's the sweetest one in the litter, so she's sweet like honey.
I think that name is perfect.
Then we have
for it.
Hudson Harlow Honey, and it's just so cute, and Hudson loved it, and he wanted to name her Honey too.
Off of this though, which is very important to me. Name that's off my list, going with the H's, is Halsey.
That was on my list too.
Macy loved this name for Harlow when we were thinking about Harlow's name. I didn't like it as much, mainly because of like the singer Halsey. I just didn't get the vibes, and I was like, I don't know if I'm down. But now that we have a Hudson and a Harlow, and on top of that, a Honey, another name that is off of my list is anything with an H. I don't want to be the H family. Every single name is H. That's just not my vibe. So
since you say,
just know all H's.
Since you said that H's are off the list, I'll give you another H name that I like.
Henry.
Which is Halston. I think Halston's cute.
For a girl?
And yeah, although I don't love the abbreviation Holly. I don't love that. Cause I'm like, oh, then you'd probably call her Holly, and I don't love the name Holly. So I do like Halston. I like Halsey, but I like Halsey spelled Halzy.
Halsey. That's cool.
Okay, next on my list is Marley. And I was gonna name, if Hudson would have been a girl, his name 1000% would have been Marley. Like, no doubt about it. I was obsessed with that name before I even got pregnant. I don't know why. I think it's because I grew up like loving Bob Marley, and his music would just like soothe me and relax me and just felt happy.
Was it from Bob Marley? Wasn't the movie Marley?
No, it definitely wasn't Marley and Me, because people were like, oh, like Marley and Me? I'm like, no. I like
that was
Marley.
Everyone's first thought. That's the reason why I would never go with Marley.
But I do really like the name Marley. I think it's cute. I like M names too, so I think Marley is cute still. I just wouldn't do it cute. Because I feel like it's too much like my past to where like it would be like my name with Hudson. What's next on your list? On your short list.
Next on my list is the name Lauren. I always like the name Lauren. Macy's sister is Lauren. So that's where I was like, I don't know if we want to go with that. But the nickname Lo for Harlow, which is what we call Harlow all the time, is just Lo. Kind of is like an abbreviation for Lauren. A lot of people go by Lo that are Lauren. So that one crosses Lauren out for us. But you like the name Lauren.
No, I do. It's my sister's name though, so I feel like it'd be weird. She'd be so flattered though if we named our daughter Lauren. My next name for a boy is Cash.
Boy dog?
No.
Are you sure?
Boy son. I like the name Cash. Like, well, number 1, I love Johnny Cash. I love this kind of Cash. I just think that Cash is a cute name.
It is a cute name, but if you like Johnny Cash, why don't you just name your kid Johnny?
Because it's not as cute as Cash. And Cash was top 3 on my baby list when I was choosing Hudson's name.
Next on mine, me and Macy talked about this a while ago, is Blake for a girl. We talked about this. We think Blake Lively is like the inspiration.
We love her.
For that name, I think, which yeah, sure, it's like, could be a great name, but we didn't want to go with something that was like, why did we not go with that?
It wasn't like something I was like, I'm obsessed. It was like, it's cute. It wasn't like a fave for me.
We like some of the names though that will ride like being feminine, masculine.
Yeah, I do like using like more masculine names for women, or like using a last name for a first name, like Cash. Okay. Okay, next on my list is Golden for a girl. I chose that as Harlow's middle name, and it's very like sentimental to me and us in general. I think it's just a great name. Like once I gave it to her as a middle name, I was like, shoot, I kind of want to use that as a first name for another child.
Yes.
But now it is no longer usable for a first name for us because it's Harlow's middle name. But I do think it's really cute and like it's happy. Like life is golden. I don't know.
I do like it. My next name, this doesn't even count as a name because I couldn't think of anything. Name that's off the list is Jacob.
Was that
Macy would not allow
Was
it.
that even ever a contender?
Macy won't go with
Do you
Jacob.
like
You
your
guys
name?
can take Jacob.
Do you like
It's
your
free.
name that much? I mean, I like your name because I like you. But in general, I feel like I like less common names. I don't like names that like
same.
everyone has. I just like when it's unique.
Unique New York.
Which is funny because when I named Hudson, I didn't know, I only knew one other Hudson. And now I feel like since living in Utah, there's a lot more Hudsons. But there definitely wasn't like when I named him. Okay, so the next name on my list, which this is a very touchy subject for me. I'm still a little bit salty. Because this name was stolen from me. Was going to be like Harlow's name if she was a boy.
Yes.
100% picked out, like solidified between us agreeing, and it was gonna be Ford. Ford was, when I was naming Hudson, I was choosing between Hudson and Ford, and I ultimately chose Hudson because I thought it was cute for like nicknames, but Ford was still like my top baby name. And then when we were doing IVF and we're about to transfer our embryo, I was like, hey, like it's a boy, like we're naming him Ford Jones Neeley. I want to take my last name for our boys to have as their middle name to carry down the line. Anyways, this is where things get touchy. So right when we're about to transfer our embryo,
Which we don't know the sex of yet.
my sister gives birth to a boy, and I told her, I was like, Ford is my name, like don't use it, like I've loved it forever. And I feel like the more I talked about it, like being like, yeah, please don't use it, the more she liked it, I think.
I told Macy to keep her mouth shut.
Yeah, because she took my baby name Ford and she named her son Ford. It was very touchy for me, like during the moment, and I think it's too because all the hormones, and I was like in the middle of doing IVF, and I'm like, I literally have had to try so hard to get this freaking baby here, and then you're gonna steal my baby name? It's like that TikTok sound where it's like, I got married in Italy. Where did Courtney get married? Italy. Or whatever, you know, that sound.
Now when we look at our nephew Ford, who's 3, it's definitely his name, and like I don't think about it ever.
Yeah, now
until,
I don't.
Like, right now.
Yeah, now I don't. Like I'm not salty about it.
Ford
I
fits
was
him.
definitely salty for a month, and like I was like, please, Lord, let us have a girl, because I would have been probably so salty my whole pregnancy if I was having a boy. So I'm so happy that we had a girl, and that's Harlow. But that was
also would have been not fun for our gender reveal if you would have found out it was a boy like 2 months after.
Yeah, exactly. So I was very happy it was a girl, but like Ford was definitely going to be our son's name if we were gonna have a son. All right, since you have no other names.
Here are the extra names I have.
Wait.
No, I'm kidding. Rapid fire through the rest of, I guess, Macy's names.
Are you ready? Dutrey. That's a family name on my side. I thought it's a cute name because it's my grandma's maiden name, family name, and then you could call the boy Trey. I thought it was cute. So I like that. But I gave that to Hudson as middle name. Okay, next is Capri. We've been to Italy, we went to Naples. Capri's an island there. I just think it was a cute name, but then I realized I'm like, I liked it like 3 years ago, and I feel like now I'm like, I'm over it.
So I know someone who actually names their kids' middle names with the location or like a city. And so that way when they turn 18, like they plan to take their kids to wherever that city is or places. And I think that's cool.
I think that's cool.
We can't do that.
Next name on my list, Elsie. I think it's cute. I like looked at my ancestry, and that's how I found that name. And I have an ancestor named Elsie, but it's Elsie or something. I think it'd be cuter spelled like Elsy, just like cute and short and simple. I just think it's a cute name, and you can call her Elle, so I think that's kind of cute.
I think Elle would be very cute, and I also love Stranger Things, so.
Okay, next name I have is Marlowe. I really like it, but it's too much like Harlow. It's
Marlowe?
It's Harlow with an M. I think it's cute, but then you'd want to call your kid
I remember
Lo.
you mentioned this.
Yeah. So
that'd be so confusing. Imagine being a kid and hearing like, Marlo, come here. And you're like, which one do you want?
And then the last name I wrote down is Margot with a T. I think it's cute. I mean, I do love Margot Robbie, so maybe that's where the inspiration comes from. I think she's so hot, and I just think it's a cute name.
I think that'd be a cool name. But if you like Margot Robbie, maybe we just go with like a girl's name like Robbie. No?
I don't love it.
So those are all the names that we're not gonna use, and it's actually really easy. Almost every name out there we're not gonna use because we already know the 2 names that we're gonna use if we have 2 healthy babies.
If we have twins. We already have their names picked out. Which is like scary though, because I'm like, I don't even want to say it out loud. Like, shh. Since we decided on these names, we have not spoken them like out loud, I feel like. It's a superstition of mine. Number one, we don't want them stolen. Number two, we don't want an opinion. If someone's like, I hate that name, or that's ugly, or that's masculine.
Yeah.
I don't care, because if I like it, if we like it, and that's all that matters. And so they're just in here.
Is that crazy for us to like already have names? Maybe.
Maybe.
Is that
But either way, they're super cute and I'm obsessed with them, like obsessed. Okay, but maybe we'll tell you the first letter of the name.
No.
Okay, their name starts with...
Like and subscribe. We're not saying the name.
Ah.